Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye. Let me holler at you real quick. Your trust should be earned, not given for free. Understand that when you start moving around in the world, you're going to meet a lot of people. And a lot of people are going to want to peel back the layers and know everything about you, even though they just met you. Now, why do you think that is? It's not because they have love for you or they care for you, they respect you. It's because they want something to hold over you. They want something that they can use against you. Understand that just like in the court of law, everything you say can and will be used against you. Now, this isn't telling you to run around and not trust anyone and to always be looking over your shoulder and to live in fear. I would never tell you that, because you're strong, you're capable, and you're a warrior. Understand that it means that you shouldn't just willy-nilly, willingly give up your trust, give up your weakness, give up your whatever your weaknesses are to just anyone and everyone just because you had a couple good conversations. You know, they're called trauma bonds for a reason. It's called infatuation for a reason. You might be drawn to someone, but that doesn't mean that they have good intentions about you, or whether they're meeting you or getting to know you or trying to get close to you. You have to be very attentive and very, self-aware about what someone's intentions are and what they're trying to do. And it's very important that you protect yourself when you're moving forward and meeting new people. So understand that your trust should be earned, not given for free. Because once you give someone something like that and you give it up for free like that, and they know they can use that stuff against you to hurt you. And now there's no taking it back. Once you do it, it's a one-time thing. It's over with. And that doesn't mean, like I said, it doesn't mean don't trust nobody. It means you need to be patient. You need to take things slow. You need to move strategic. And you need to be self-aware and very strategic with every move that you make, especially when you're dealing with people. Because people are good at putting on masks and you never know what their intentions are, what they're trying to do. Because people can say one thing and they can always do another. Understand and never get caught up in what someone said. A lot of times we give someone our trust, our love, our respect. We let them in without letting the bond form organically. And then we're quick to say when things go wrong, but you said that you wouldn't, but you said that this happened, but you said they could have made all that up, my friend. They could have made all that up. That they made up. They could have made up their whole childhood, made up everything, just so they can get close to you. Because you told them everything in confidence. And now they mirrored everything that you're saying. And now they're using that. So understand that you have to consider the source. So understand that your trust should be earned, not given for free. And like I said, don't live in fear. If someone has shown by their actions that they're trustworthy, that they have integrity, that they have morals and values, and they stand on what they believe in, then it's fine. But it shouldn't be from the jump you just willingly giving yourself up. You're putting yourself in a vulnerable position. Now you're the hunted instead of the hunter. Now you're the prey. Superman wouldn't give his Lex Luthor kryptonite. He gonna use it on him. You wouldn't, he wouldn't do that. Batman gonna put his suit on. He not gonna, go out there in a suit and tie and fight. He gotta have his gadgets. He's prepared for anything and everything. He has a plan. Now, that's all fictional. This is real life. You need to be the same way. You need to have a plan for anything and everything that could happen. But you love that person. But you see them every day. But that's your coworker. That's your homie. Are they? Are they? You need to have a plan for anything and everything, because if they decide one day that you serve no purpose, or they want to X you out to move up and climb the ladder, you have no plan for that. You'll fall by the wayside. Understand that life itself is a competition. Sometimes there are no friends in the industry, in whatever field that you're trying to be successful in. Now, you think that's your friend, and because y'all bonding together because y'all doing the same thing, and then they will X you out or do you dirty just so they can climb up the ladder. Because understand that everybody isn't playing fair. Everyone doesn't fight fair. Just because you have integrity, morals, and character doesn't mean that everybody else does. Some people are fine with being the bad guy. Some people are fine with doing anything and everything to win. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong for doing so. You have to be set in your ways where, okay, there are lines that you're not willing to cross, and you know that. Everyone, just because you're that way, doesn't mean that everyone is cut from the same cloth as you are. Even if everyone where you're from is cut from the same cloth. Remember, trust should be earned, not given for free. So, if you know, hey, I ain't willing to do this, that, and the third, and other people are, you need to be ready for when people try to do that, this, that, and the third to you. Because you might not do it, but they will. So if you're not willing to get your hands dirty, you need to be willing, you need to put yourself in a position where you have that force field around you, so when they try to do it, it bounces right off of you. You either have to play in the dirt or put yourself in a position where the dirt don't get on you. Those are your options, or you'll lose. Trust should be earned. Your trust should be earned, not given for free. There's a lot of snakes in the grass. Instead of stepping over it, cut the grass. And it'll reveal everything that you already knew, everything that you needed to see. Like I said, most of everything is right in front of us. We just don't want to see it. And that's our issue. We're so caught up in doing the wrong thing that we don't want to see it. The person we trusted all our lives is plotting on us. We don't want to see it. But if you don't willy-nilly give up your trust in the first place, it doesn't have to get up to that point. That's why you have to protect yourself. That's why you have to put yourself first. That's why you need that force field around you. Understand that people will shame you for having that force field around you. They'll say things like you're a wuss, that you're weak, that you're scared, amongst other words that we're not going to say, more colorful things that they'll call you, that you're weird, There's a lock on your door for a reason. You leave the house, you lock the door. You get out your car, you lock the door. You might even have a security system in your house. Why? For perpetrators. So if we do that there, why shouldn't we do that with our spirit? You need to treat your spirit like the car, like the house. You have a security system in your house. You lock your car door when you get out the car to go to the store. Why aren't you doing that with your spirit? Why aren't you doing that with your heart? Why aren't you doing that with your soul? Remember, understand this. You can't bargain with your soul because the devil is playing for keeps. You can't bargain with your soul because the devil is playing for keeps. You have to rise above when push comes to shove, my friend. You can't bargain with your soul because the devil is playing for keeps. So understand, my friend, that your trust should be earned, not given for free. Because if you give your autonomy away, your spirit away, you sell your soul away, then you will forever be in debt and you'll never be free. You're trading your heart, your soul, your passion, your spirit, your autonomy, and you'll never be free. And you'll always be in debt to the perpetrators, to the liars, to the idolaters, to the enemy, to the perpetrators. You can't bargain with your soul because the devil is playing for keeps. But hey, it's Rye. Like, comment, subscribe, family. I love you, family. We growing, family. Woo woo. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.